On last episode of THP Strength, Isaiah Rivera talked about upper body training being bad. John was gone at a wedding, and Dom and Donovan decided to play football. Josh is still a bitch.
The average vertical in here is about 45 inches, and today we're going to be talking about what that feels like, how to train it, stuff you can apply to your training, stories, mistakes, all that good stuff. And FYI, we're all coached by this guy, this chap right here. How many training cycles have you written?
Oh, I think at this point there's over 400 different months of training.
So if you want us to choose from one of those months of training and apply it to you, the best one that we feel suits your needs best, go to thpstrength.com where you can get 90% off your first month for a short time. We're going to get rid of it soon. How much does that shake out? 12?
No, wait. It should be, it's 150 months, but it's like 600 some weeks. So if you look at added them all up, it's a lot of training.
When you sign up, you'll never get the same week of training twice, ever. And if you've done all of them somehow, John will write a new cycle for you. He will, guaranteed.
And if you're like Josh and you decide to jump when you're not supposed to, you'll get 1 weekend and then jump really, really high and then end up having to stop because you didn't listen.
But if that's you, we can just put you on tendon rehab, get you back healthy and jumping high. But yeah, thpstrength.com, it's $12.70 to try a month. And if you love it, which we think you will, you'll stay on forever, hopefully, unless you quit.
What are we talking about?
I'm gonna ask you guys questions. First, actually say your name and your verticality.
And your verticality. and your hang time.
Yeah, what's your hang time?
Yeah, what's your hang time?
My name is Donovan Hawkins.
Actually, say your hang time.
Oh yeah,
let's do it.
That'd be better for me
Hold it
actually.
close to your face.
My name is Donovan Hawkins, and my hang time is 0.997.
My name is Isaiah Rivera. My hang time is 0.992.
That's embarrassing. My name's John Evans, and I think my best hang time off one is 0.88, but that's off 1 foot. So if you were to equate it, it's probably like 0.9.
My name is Dominic Gonzalez, and mine is around .959.
My name is Josh Rubel. My best hang time is like 0.90 something. 0.92. That's 0.9. It's low 0.9.
Yeah, 0.92. All right, first question.
All right. What is something people don't understand about jumping high? Does anybody want to answer it first, real quick?
I want to hear your answer first.
I'll take the first answer, John. Thank you very much. One thing people don't realize about jumping high is that it's a long process, and the long process is longer than you think. For example, I'm at where I'm at now due to, over 7 years of consistent training. Wow. So if you haven't put in at least 7 years, don't even try to complain about where your vertical's at or why you don't think it should be there or things like that. It takes a long, long, long time, like decades, plural.
So actually, I want to hear everybody. How long have you guys been training? I've been training. I started in literally my first workout in a gym was 2013.
Wait.
So
you mean workout like in a gym or
just train?
But jumping is training. So what do you mean?
For jump session. When did you start jump session?
Jump sessions.
Yeah. Mine was 2014, so I'm 12 years in.
November 2018.
So yeah, 7 years.
You ready for this?
Yeah, first jump session.
2007.
You're
Ooh, that doesn't look good for me.
For me, since elementary school.
So what year was that?
How many years is that?
That's about, what am I now, 22? At least 10 years.
Wait, I'm almost at 20.
I actually need to
Almost at 20 years.
my answer is different because I remember.
No, let's say the first time you did a vertical jump workout, if you're including
A workout?
jump session, yeah.
Like I'm there doing it because I'm trying to jump higher, not for fun, not for fun.
You're trying to jump higher.
The first one, 2013. 2013 was like
Your answer didn't change.
Wait.
Like you did the workout.
vertical
you're
jump
trying to
workout?
higher.
You're trying to jump higher. You went in being like, I'm trying to increase my bounce.
November 2023.
November 2023. Holy crap.
Nah, that's cap. Because you were doing sessions to
Well,
jump higher. It doesn't have to be workout, like jump session or workout.
Well, then the whole time, just it didn't change. Yeah,
Yeah,
'Cause I
2018.
was always like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do these dunks because, oh no, I guess it did change. Once I realized that it transferred to 10 foot is when it changed. So probably like 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I realized that you transferred. Yeah,
For 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
My first dunk session was 2019, but I had been lifting weights from 2016. But
To, like,
I
get
didn't.
more athletic?
Yeah, to get more athletic because of football. For football. Vertical. My first vertical planned session was Air Alert, and that was 2018, 2019.
I have an idea for this podcast.
It's gonna be a long one.
So after we all say our thingies, then you're gonna give an actionable
Thing you
piece of
learned?
advice that our viewers
Okay,
can apply to their training.
takeaway.
Assume they're not on our coaching. What's
Okay.
what's something that from now hearing all this?
I want Donovan to go first.
I'm gonna take the easy one.
No, I mean John, just John.
Oh, just me?
Yeah, like you're gonna hear all our thoughts and then now give them an actionable
Oh,
piece of advice.
For each,
like-
each of you guys, or
You're
what?
like the summarizer.
You want me to summarize why they jumped the highest?
No. Now the people are watching. Like, there's a kid out there doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
We just said all this. Now condense it into one sentence of advice.
One sentence of advice. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, you need to train consistently and specifically for your goals.
And in this case, it's jump a lot for many years.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes. I guess now that I think about it, yeah, it's been 18 years I've been training. So actually 2006 was the first time I touched the block. And that was like when I started training. And then the end of that year was 2007. So 19 years?
Yeah.
Dude, what? And now you know why I know how to deal with every injury, because I've been training for almost 20 years to jump higher. And I'd say I'm close to my best. I mean, I cuff windmill the other day, almost did a slingshot. I think it was like 9.5. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right, next question.
When you were younger, did you naturally jump higher than your peers?
Yeah, I did. I didn't realize it until I got well into my jump training. But then looking back, dude, I told you this before. I don't know if I've told you this. Dude, I could have dunked so much earlier. The first time I touched a rim, I was 12. But I didn't know what basketball was. I didn't understand what dunking was. So I could have. And I got my first time when I was 15. So I definitely could have. If I started training at 12, I probably got 13, 14. Yeah. I didn't realize what it was. I didn't know. I just did it. And then always when I would go to practices too, at our rink, there was always a little high sign. I would always just touch it. So yeah, I was always doing it, but I didn't know I was doing it.
Yeah. I always did jump higher than my peers. I was just short. But anytime we would do contests or something like that, or I could just tell I was jumping higher than my friends.
I actually did not excel at jumping. I excelled at distance running. In 4th grade, when we did a little physical fitness test, I was really, really good at the distance running. Was not good at any of the metrics for power relay. I remember doing, this was when I was at a daycare center, I guess, when I was a little kid. I was probably 7. And we did this thing where we jumped, and we had to see how long we could jump. And the last person standing won. And I won. And there were 50 people, yeah. And I won. I just didn't stop jumping. My calves were on fire.
For me, I've always been able to jump higher than most. In elementary school, I used to try to touch the 7.5 rim, and everyone was shocked. Then middle school, it was about grabbing net, and everyone was shocked. Then high school, I couldn't dunk. I was still shorter than everybody else, but I was known as the jelly layup guy. So yeah, I was known as the bouncy kid.
I was not bouncy growing up. I was the unathletic kid who would shoot 3-pointers. Because that's all I practiced. So.
I have a part B. Could you guys run distance better than your peers? Yes or no?
I actually could. In elementary school, I won the turkey trot. Which was a mile-long race. So yeah, I always could.
I could too, and I also won my mile race in elementary school. 8:30. I was a freaking 4th grader or something like that.
8:30. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I, too, was very good at distance running, and specifically the mile. I was better than all of my peers at the mile, my brother and I. But I was actually better at Bill at first, which is hilarious. And he was faster than me in a straight, way faster.
So Bill should be the dunker guy. And
I should be a distance
if you guys flipped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're identical, but I don't know.
For me, Yeah, distance was pretty well, as I would say. I was first in 7th grade, so yeah.
This is interesting.
And then in 6th grade was the first time I lost the turkey trot. No, you guys like this. It was the first time I lost the turkey trot to one of my old teammates, Matthew Nyes, who is now in the NHL, plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
He's the better athlete.
Better endurance athlete, sure. I'll give him that.
All right, Josh.
I was definitely better at long distance running. I ran my first 6-minute mile in like 8th grade or 9th grade without training, no training, just the mile every year you run.
All right, now post-puberty. Post-puberty, were you an outlier in terms of distance running?
Post-puberty.
So I'm talking like you're like most of the way through puberty.
Does hockey count as distance running?
No, I'm talking like you ran a mile. And
I didn't run a mile post-puberty.
But like if you tried to run a mile,
Oh, yeah, I would, yeah.
you would have beat your peers, all of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not the guys who do cross country, but like just the average person, most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I destroyed everybody. Like in my high school team.
I still would, bro. Yeah, I still would.
In my high school
Okay,
team.
let's say when you're 17 years old. 17 years old.
Yeah. In my high school team, I was always like, it's the same thing. Like compared to the elite cross country guys in my school, couldn't beat them. But in my basketball team, I would destroy everybody in all the running workouts. Me and my friend Thomas.
So I started to fall off pretty heavy at that point. Like I would struggle to run a 20-minute 5K, like really, really bad. My brother was running like 16:50. And then, but my 400, which is like kind of indices, like anaerobic endurance, I was incredible, way better than everyone else.
Yeah.
Are we talking about long distance or jumping post-puberty?
Post-puberty distance.
Ooh.
Of course, you're shitting on everybody post-puberty.
Post? I'm not sure because at that time I was playing basketball, but I was pretty well conditioned. Haven't done the mile for that.
We're running
season.
a mile, boys.
That would be so funny video,
Let's go run a mile.
Should we run a mile?
Yeah.
Post-puberty, I don't know if my mile time really improved, but I was kind of the kid that I would get pissed off when we had to run, so I wanted to beat everybody in like the conditioning drill, so I was pretty good at that. The only person to beat me was my best friend, Riley. He ran like
Riley?
He just ran a half marathon in an hour 48, untrained. Low training.
That's
I have thoughts
really
on this.
impressive.
But what's your?
Okay, I think the reason why,
Well.
I think strictly the reason why is because we're harder workers. I probably just sucked more for us to do it. Like if you look at, us as athletes in our late 20s, early 30s, or for you guys early 20s, how many of your friends do you know that actually train for something specifically and are willing to come into the gym and train 2 hours and suffer through it? I don't know really like anyone at this point that would do what we do. And I actually think most times I was just willing to suffer in a run, even if it sucked and I was really bad at it. Like, I'm not bad at it, but I wasn't as conditioned for it. I would just be like, you know what? I'm just going to embrace the suck more. And people just quit. Like, there'd be people that could probably beat me, but they just didn't try to beat me, I guess is what I would say. Where I was, because they're like, this is stupid, this is pointless.
It's funny. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and the guy said his number one metric for predicting if someone's going to be successful or not is can they stick to something for a long time. Yeah. And then he was like, because he was talking about when he hires people, he just sees like, oh, did they stick with like a job for, a long period of time? Like, so it's pretty interesting. I do have a takeaway training wise that this makes me realize. It's actually a quote from you. Maybe from Mike, maybe from Grandpa.
Maybe from Grandpa.
Yeah. High tide raises all ships.
Like
and this is actually something before I met you. This is probably one of the biggest things that you made me shift my mindset on. I used to be anti-running. After high school ended, I literally swore I would never run again because I was like scarred. But then I started doing THP and it's all this freaking running. You even have tempo running on the general days. Now we're doing high reps. That's another like myth you could say, like, don't lift past 5 reps. And I think if you were to look at, say, an Olympic sprinter, like a 100-meter sprinter, they probably dust the average person in a mile, like destroy, or an 800 or a 400. Yeah. And then take into account if they train for it as well. So I think just the takeaway is be an athlete. Yeah. Like,
be a better athlete.
Yeah, be a better athlete. And I'm going to plug THP here. If you want us to take the guesswork out of that, thpstrength.com, and you will raise all tides. Like, I would say the average guy that does THP becomes, body comp goes down, their sprinting improves, even their distance running improves, usually due to body comp, strength, resilience, everything goes up.
It's like CrossFit. It's like CrossFit, but instead of just lifting weights on repeat, we actually do other things like run really fast and like Matt Frazier. I don't know if you know this. He like did a sprint and it was the ugliest thing ever because they're all just like little meatballs. But he like was kind of fast, but still really slow. Yeah. So I do think that when it comes to power indices, we as a cohort are much better because everything we do is based around that. But we leave no stones unturned. We need to address cardiorespiratory endurance to some capacity, whether it's in Olympic weightlifting complexes or it's timed circuits or it's even in the upper body day. We're still addressing general work capacity, and general work capacity is going to predict your ability to handle workload across the board. So if you can't get through 30 bicep curls with the bar or whatever, or overhead press for 20 reps, you're probably going to struggle to get through 3x5 squat even at a decent weight. Like when Donovan got here, his work capacity was really low because he hadn't been hitting a lot of volume, but he quickly has started to adapt, and now the average, his mean of all of his sessions, like if you looked at the power output across all of his lifts and you somehow added it up, he would have higher outputs across the entire board, across the entire month, right? And so I think that you need that for adaptive reserve, and it's important for like training to trainer, almost like building a base as a speed power athlete. You don't want to build a base necessarily in going out and running 20 miles, a day, but you can build a base in other ways where it's still beneficial, and that's where the general work comes in. I do think this is probably a good place to close it off because there's so much good content here. So thank you guys for watching. Go teachmestrength.com. See you guys.